What's up, guys? AnxiousJ here, coming at you with another episode of the Los Angeles Angels Dynasty, aka Let's Get Mike Trout the World Series ring he so rightfully deserves Dynasty. And I am just beyond pumped with my team right now. Like, everyone is doing fantastic. We're 42-13, 10 games up on the Astros, and I believe just 10 games up on pretty much everyone else. If you look at our team rankings, we are first in run score, second in batting average, first in on-base percentage, seventh in home runs, which I do expect to go up. Stolen bases were third, which is surprising. Runs against were first. Starters ERA is first. Bullpen ERA is second. Defensive efficiency is first. So we are firing on all cylinders except home runs, which personally I don't care too much about. If we go ahead and look at our specific team, I'm going to go to our lineups first. We can see, I was looking at fielding stats for a little bit just to see where we were doing well at. But we can see we only have two batters who are not doing well. Reese McGuire, I will take full responsibility. One thing that I will suggest is if you start using the 7-day lineups, make sure that certain people are getting rest. So this is how I would do it. And I think I ended up playing him the first month of the season without getting him but 2 games of rest. So now what I think I'm going to start doing actually is just every time I see, I think it was I would look at catchers, and Grulion would, I think he's right-handed. Yeah, he's right-handed. So anytime I'd see a left-handed guy, I'm going to have him come in here. Don't see any... Oh, there's another left-handed guy, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw you in there. And boom, he's going to get some rest, and we're good. Shohei Ohtani's here. So see, I have left-handed, right-handed pitcher. Right-handed pitcher's going, so switch right there. I have allow 7-day lineup or use the 7-day lineups. Yes, if my guys are tired, it will go ahead and adjust for that. But Reese McGuire actually is not doing too bad in all honesty. So, excuse me. Going back to our lineups, let me go ahead and show Derek Dietrich in his 15 games that he's played. He's doing his job, getting on base. Hit a home run, triple-double, 8 hits in 24 at-bats. I cannot complain about that, but Shohei Ohtani is really starting to fire on all cylinders now, batting .309, OBP of .406, slugging .532. His OPS is .938, which is awesome. Our Rule 5 draft pick, I'm going to have a lot of difficulty getting him out of the lineup because he's doing really good. He's batting or slashing .342, .403, and .505. And I mean, he's doing fantastic. This was originally supposed to be Mike Trout's show, but the thing is, we have such powerful prospects. And I mean, one thing I have considered, and I'm going to be completely honest here, is trading this contract because it's $25 million for 4 more years. He keeps continually getting hurt. I would want to move Nomar Mazara to the DH, which if I'm going to look for his position, if I set it to DH, he doesn't change. If I set it to left field, it doesn't change. There's something that I saw that it did change. But the thing about him is he's batting for average, he's hitting very well, and he does not want a lot of money. Sorry about the cut, but I just received a phone call, and people don't respect the fact that I'm recording. No, I'm just kidding. I don't exactly remember where it was. I think I was talking about Nomar Mazara. I think he would do a much better job for us, and definitely seeing Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh is going to be the best guy for us for a very long time. Actually might even take over for Mike Trout as the face of the franchise, which is crazy to me that this went from a Mike Trout series to let's see how many awesome prospects are actually developing. And Brandon Marsh, Taylor Walls, we have Nate Lowe, who I believe is on rehab assignment, which honestly is making me beg the question, who's going to leave us and where do we need the help? I would potentially think that Reese McGuire could be the guy that goes, but them two are very good. I want JD Martinez to kind of be the guy that goes because I don't want to lose any of these guys. Brandon Marsh, I think, is doing a fantastic job. 28 games. He needs to get more playing time somehow. And there's just nowhere for him to play. And that's what's making me consider trading JD Martinez just to open up some cap room. And I kind of want to put him on a National League team so there is no DH, just so he has to defensively play. I am going to give it another month, but I really do think that it would be very smart for me to potentially just say, hey, JD Martinez, you're gone. Because I've looked at a contract extension with, let's go offer extension. He only wants $16 million a year. And I mean, he might have one more year of arbitration. Yeah, no, he has one more year of arbitration. We're going to give him the one more year of arbitration. I think let's just go ahead and look at our pitching. Let's stop talking about that. Yeah, the Kamimura, the Shadow, is just phenomenal. Gives up maybe 1 run a game. His only loss of the season, he gave up 4 runs. Other than that, shutout, 1 run, shutout. The only thing I wish about him is he had a little bit more stamina. Shohei Ohtani, he, I think, missed the first few starts of this year. Again, he's on a pretty good contract. 10-year, $217 million contract. He's going to be making $25 million a year towards the end of it. James Paxton is doing James Paxton things again. Lance McCullers is doing fantastic. Garrett Cole's honestly on the up and up now. David Robertson's actually being the lone kind of shady spot. I'm thinking about changing these roles to be stopper, and I think I'm going to have 8th and close. I'm going to have 7th close game and 7th and close game for you guys. And then Craig Kimbrell's going to be high leverage. Taiba Tree is going to be moved to middle relief role, and then also a stopper role. So those are going to be my guys. I'm just going to change that to where I have 3 guys who are in the later part of the game. Zach Pop has also been very good. We've picked up Richard Lovelady. I traded Chris Archer and Henry Martinez. Henry Martinez just did not have the stuff in the pitches to get me by, whereas Richard Lovelady has a little bit more stuff. He has higher pitches and has a little bit of a higher end. So if he can reach that 65, I'm going to be very happy with that. I just needed one more guy potentially to get there. Marshall Kozlowski continues to go up. He added a sinker to his repertoire. His OSA ratings are still fantastic. His control has not been an issue, I don't believe. So I'm just taking a gamble on him, and he's working. Taiba Tree is really coming into his own. Zach Pop's doing well. Kyle Dowdy and Kukui are both eating up innings as well. They each have 30 innings pitched plus. Kyle Dowdy is honestly turning into a vital piece in our rotation, which is, I'm honestly, when all these contracts runs out, they're gone. I think James Paxton, I'm going to let him walk. Shohei Ohtani's here for a long time. Lance McCullers is here for a long time. I might even try to trade Garrett Cole, but when Kukui is gone, he's going to be gone. He has a player opt out after next season, which he honestly might opt out just simply because he's not being used as a starting pitcher. But the fact that we have 7 starting pitchers in this lineup, with 2 of them eating just a lot of innings, just makes me really happy. Now, I'm going to also go ahead and show you guys AAA. See, we have Nate Lowe here. Cal Quantrill, I don't think is ever going to break the major leagues. Albert Abreu still struggling. But if we look as well, we have DeMarcus Evans, who I think could potentially be up as soon as this year because that's stuff. And he might be up this year. This guy, Justin, is not really developed yet. He's not going to develop really. I think I am going to just get rid of him personally. Use him as a trade piece, maybe towards. I don't know. I just don't want to move anything. Miles Straw. I mean, the guys that I have are going to do a good job for me. He should not be doing very well, and honestly, I might just say, hey, he was a playmaker for a time being, and then I might just trade him and maybe Cal Quantrill for another big name prospect and see what I can do there. But looking at it, I mean, as long as we don't have any injuries, so moving that injury down just a little bit has helped me out a lot. If we go through this entire year without a single injury, I am going to turn the injury back up. Just simply because I think with my saltiness of the last season, I think it was the end of the year, people were getting tired, and they do have that simulation sort of thing put into this game. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate up to the first year player draft, just simply because this year I am going to do it, and we'll look and see who all we draft using the GM transaction tool. That's within the game now. We're in the first year player draft now, so let's go ahead and jump into it. We have the 30th overall pick. Interesting. So let's just jump into it. I don't want to look right now and see who all's there. Mike Drummond. He's a hard worker, slow learner, or both. Difficult to tell. I don't like that. Joe Mack, how do you look? Leads by example, works as hard as anyone to improve. That's a good little thing. There's some interesting guys here for once. I would like to get a couple relief pitchers. Well, let's see who my scouting director recommends. Jack Leftwich. Okay. Where's Jack Leftwich? Well, let's just click and see what he does. He is a pitcher. He looks pretty decent. OSA is not as high on him. I don't like him necessarily. These are guys. Oh, let's get back to Raul Chavez. Tony Crane. He actually looks really good. Does not look so good there. So, oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Didn't mean for that to get popped up. Joe Mack, how do you look? Nope. Greg Yost, how do you look? You know what? We'll just go with you. Auto draft until next pick. I think I am going to do... I mean, you look pretty decent. I am going to go ahead and do you. But this guy... Let's hope that guy's there. He got gone. Scouting director... Let's go ahead and meet demand. That's who I wanted. Eric Andrews. Excuse me. He actually looks to have pretty decent... Yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and sign him. EJ Andrews. Meet demand. Scouting director Pete Umlauf. I like this guy. OSA is not as high on him, but we are going to draft him. He looks pretty decent. And I think the rest of it, we are going to go ahead and auto draft. We're going to complete the draft, and we're just going to see who our scouting director drafts for us for the rest of this draft. And if you guys didn't know, I don't know if I think I showed this off in the off-season video. Gonna go ahead and go to your manager or your history, excuse me. GM transaction history. So these are all of my draft picks. We have Jack Leftwich, Jeff Stowe, Tony Crane, EJ Andrews Jr., Ulmoff. We got Greg Cathy, Rhett Daniel, Noah Dickerson, Bosnick, Luis Collins, Mackenzie Sills, Reed Johnston, Tristan Lively, Latrell Weens, Noah Owen, Eric Hutcherson, which I actually do believe. Oh, no. Brad Quinn. Yeah, we got a bunch of people. And now, let's go ahead and negotiate with draftees. We got a couple guys. Negotiate. Significantly above. Kathy, yeah, not worth it. You're getting $1. Submit offer. All these guys are pretty much going to get $1. Actually, for all of these people, I could probably just sit there and not really worry too much. So what we'll do is we'll play until next week again. This is how I've been trying to do everything. The Christian Arroyo guy, who's on top of the AL batting leaders, is a guy who, at the beginning of the year, I was trying to pick up on waivers. And I was really hoping to get him, but oh well. No one at catcher, no one at first base. Jose Altuve, no one at third base. Shortstop, Tyler Walls is in second. Left field, no one, surprisingly. Mike Trout in center field. No one in right field. Designated hitter, JD Martinez. Shohei Ohtani, Lance McCullers, James Paxton, all there. And no one else for our team. Los Angeles Angels are the #1 team in baseball right now. We'll just go ahead and clear out all of that. Gonna go ahead and go to lineups. And I'm just going to show you guys again how I do the 7-day lineups. So you notice that they're all cleared. We're going to autofill all lineups. Left-handed pitcher, we actually are going to have DV come in here and catch. Left-handed again. DV is going here. Right-handed, another left-handed. So DV is going to go in there. And where's Shohei Ohtani? So we're going to use the custom lineup against right-handed. Brandon Marsh is going to be in there. So I'm going to jump back. I'm going to jump ahead until the international amateur free agents is up, and I will join back with you guys then. And we are back. There's two things that I want to look at. One, it's international free agents. Two, one thing that I notice is I need to increase profit. I think what I can do with that is potentially do what I was thinking about doing, and well, I want to look accounting. Budget, projected, profit. Ooh, yeah, we're going to lose $15 million. That's not good. So what I think I need to do is I need to trade one piece away. I think the odd man out right now is going to be either Nomar Mazara or JD Martinez. Because I think we have a piece, or maybe even Garrett Cole. Because I'm just, let's go look at our finances. Let's just go look at our finances. If we go look at our salaries, Jose Altuve might even be the guy. Trade him for a shortstop of some sort. Actually, it might even be Kikuchi. Let's see what we can get for Kikuchi, especially because we can just get prospects for him. We already have Kyle Dowdy doing a bang-up job in the bullpen as well. Ooh, that's going for relievers. Let's just look. All players. Set position to starting pitcher. Let's just go see what we can get. Because I think we should be able to get something for him. He looks to be a good guy. Looks to be a good pitcher. So that's very frustrating. I am going to need to go ahead and get rid of someone on high contract. What about Garrett Cole? Garrett Cole is fetching us a couple of guys. Nothing crazy. The Alec Baum guy is interesting. Actually, I think I am going to get rid of Garrett Cole. I'm going to look at also potential guys. Cal Quantrill. Because I think with a package like this, we will be able to get some... I was hoping to get some bigger prospects. Let's also look at regulars. Because we can move Kikuchi into the starting pitcher role. See, the Alec Baum guy actually is very interesting. Just thinking, because that would save us a whole lot of money. We also need to be potentially looking for guys not in our division that we won't have to be facing too often. That's also something. Reese Hoskins, not type of guy I'm looking for. Kyle Wright is a guy that I was looking at one point. I'm not trading him to the Astros because I do not want to face him if I don't have to. I think I am going to make this trade. And look to also get at least some sort of prospect as well. Let's see about Luis Garcia. If it just takes Cal Quantrill, which I am more than happy about getting rid of. I do not know what that was. So let's look at Cal Quantrill. Nope. Let's look at this Macedo guy. It's going to need a lot. Actually, let's add him. Let's remove him. Let's remove him as well. And let's see if I can get Garcia. Because I don't think this guy's going to evaluate to anything. Let's look for the Dodgers. Let's see if the Dodgers have anything. Julian Smith. Yeah, I'd like Julian Smith. So let's see if I can get Julian Smith for... where is he? Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole. Nothing. Wow. I just know y'all have money. Jacob Wallace, no. Let's look for another build. Oh, I'm not giving Cleveland another thing. Is there another win now team? Tampa. Washington Nationals. No. Cardinals. I can get Lyle for Garrett Cole. Oh, dang. Honestly, let's go look at the Yankees. Garrett Cole. Let's see their roster. Oh, this is actually very close. Jamie Barria. I think that's a deal. I think that is a huge deal. Let's see if we can get them to retain 45% as well. Make it 40. I'm just trying to see Langworthy. You got yourself a deal, bud. Let's see if I can just throw on a stupid prospect. Something that's not going to work, obviously. Let's see, 60. I'm trying to be financially conscious here for the first time in this playthrough. Which is honest. Ooh, Sanger. Brendan Sanger. Lucius Fox. Sure. Complete trade. That's a huge trade. Oh, goodness. Hopefully I can actually trim that down. So what that's going to do is that's going to add Dylan Betances here. Pitching, I'm just going to have bench coach for staff. And I mean, what more can you want? That's just, that boosted our bullpen, which I feel like was one of our places that needed to be updated just a hair. I think getting this one closer for the next 2 years is going to be huge. Also, that I was really worried about Garrett Cole going down. And it looks like we are going to have a profit at the end of the year. So potentially, what are you looking for in an extension? $9 million a year. If we can get that down to $8 million, and we have this be team option, buyout of $2 million, buyout of 2 or 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What is that going to do for you? So essentially, we got him back on a 1-year, $8 million deal. If he does well, we keep him around. If he doesn't do well, we can just get rid of him. And that just opened up a lot of cap room for us as well. So, yeah. Takui's now going to start to get his pitching. We're going to go now to international amateurs. Wow, we actually got some good guys here. Looking between these two, I would get Luis Garcia. Oh, actions, offer contract, $5 million. Ask for, that's a no-brainer. That is a no-brainer. Luis Delgado would have been good too. I know I got really high on him really fast. No one else really was worth anything, especially on the pitching side. So glad I went with that. Yeah, and let's just go ahead and continue to play. We'll go ahead and go to next week. I'm pretty positive I've already changed all the things that we had 3 people leading for batting average. Home runs, Mike Trout. RBIs, Mike Trout, JD Martinez. 12-game run streak by Walls. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. I am very happy. Oh, and we got Garza. We got him. Let's go ahead and take a look at our international complex, because I have not taken a look here in a long time. So let's go ahead and look at the default stuff. If we look, we have Luis Garcia, 16. He'll be in there for a while. Luis Burin, which our OSA is not as high on, but wow. I mean, he could potentially be a right fielder. Let's look at those ratings. Oh, he's going to be an outfielder. Let's change him. I want to change his position, absolutely. But not going to worry about that. Ryan Presley is in AAA. Albert Abreu is also a guy that I'm looking to trade. Right now I am going to set up the minor league system. Guess he was struggling. Where should he play? I feel like he honestly should play. DeMarcus Evans is going to be great for us. He's about to get called up sometime this year. We'll see. So yeah, wow, we were looking really good. Let me double check my lineups, make sure that autofill all lineups. Left-handed pitcher, so we are going to need D.V. Gordon or Grulion. Looking good across the board. Where's Shohei? Shohei's here. Right-handed pitcher. And let's go ahead and play until next week. So, essentially, just kind of waiting back to... I mean, I am still hardcore debating on getting rid of JD Martinez, just simply because it would open up a lot of cap. I think we have the players to replace him, but if Brandon Marsh was right-handed, I would in a heartbeat. David Robertson signs. That's good. Glad we can keep him around. I mean, his ERA is going up, but that also, I think, is in fact that he's going from the NL to the AL. Gonna just clean up my messages really quick. Gonna go to next week. And I mean, we're already at 70 wins. Michael Kozlowski, our first casualty of this series. Now, so let's go ahead and get Kozlowski. We're going to put him on the injured list. We're going to put him on for 10 days. He'll be out for 6 weeks, but now let's look at our rosters. Who can come up and replace him? I'm honestly thinking DeMarcus Evans. So I'm going to bring up DeMarcus Evans. Let's go ahead and see what... Do we have 15? Okay. I thought that said 15. DeMarcus Evans is going to slot in as our second guy in the bullpen. He seems very unhappy. Why is that? Team record. This will just update for a second, but it says our team chemistry is not good. Team chemistry is ecstatic. So, Reese McGuire's our captain. We got 2 other leaders, Prankster. I mean, it's just DeMarcus Evans is the only guy that seems to be not doing great. Let's take a look at our lineups really quick, because we do need to potentially see all of that stuff. So let's look. Derek Dietrich is doing a great job. He's going to be brought back next year, because in the games that he is playing off the bench, he is smoking the ball. Mike Trout's great. Shohei Ohtani's great. Bruin just got himself a bench spot for life. Good to see that he's doing well there. Brandon Marsh is smoking the ball as well. Taylor Walls is great. Jose Altuve is starting to simmer down a little bit, but he's still doing fantastic. JD Martinez is great. And the fact that I'm usually at this point right about here at my 100 OPS plus is incredible. Nomar Mazara is doing great. Nate Lowe and Jordan Alvarez are doing fairly decent. Nate Lowe's starting to clobber those home runs. How's he been doing recently? He's been having some multi-hit games. Home run there. He will improve. We'll see. Remember, he was Rookie of the Year last year, so we'll see what he can do. Brandon Marsh. We need to figure out a way to get Brandon Marsh every day at bats. On top of that, I don't know who between these two. I think it is going to be Nomar Mazara that I do get rid of. Just simply because JD Martinez is, if we look at hits, JD Martinez is beating Jordan Alvarez, or not Jordan, is beating Nomar Mazara, but barely. Doubles, JD Martinez. Home runs, JD Martinez. RBIs, JD Martinez. But Nomar Mazara is right there in every single one. Strikeouts, JD Martinez is getting struck out a whole lot more. Walks, JD Martinez is having more production there. Who has better on-base percentage? They're about the same. I actually want to compare you. I'm going to compare you to... Where is he? Nomar Mazara. So, same contact, same power, less contact power, but better eye. Will avoid strikeouts more. Versus left-handed, he is significantly better, but versus right-handed, they're about the same. So that's batting. Batting stats. So one less game. Has a little bit less plate appearances. I don't know. I have no idea who I should go with. I think it's got to be JD Martinez. But I want to see if I were to get him, what I would get for him. I just want to see. Pretty decent offers, nothing crazy. And if I were to trade you, I think I would get a little bit better, especially considering it's not... Oh, I saw Gavin Chechny, but it's going to be about the same either way. I think slightly better for Nomar Mazara, but I think I would rather keep around Nomar Mazara than... I think I'd rather keep around Nomar Mazara than JD Martinez. So I think that's going to be something that I take care of in my not off season, but I think I just need to keep both of them around for this year because they are both doing fantastic. If we look, Mike Trout's having a good year. Jose Altuve is doing great. Taylor Walls is starting to really come into his own. Nate Lowe's having an off year, but that's coming back from an injury. Jordan Alvarez and Nomar Mazara are essentially having the exact same year, which is awesome. JD Martinez is doing slightly better than both of them. Shohei is really coming into his own. And Mike Trout. Reese McGuire is starting to come back up a little bit. He was struggling. Now it's good to see that he's not. Brandon Marsh is doing phenomenal. It's just next offseason, we're going to have a talk about who's staying between JD Martinez and Brandon or Nomar Mazara, because I think I would rather have JD Martinez on a cheaper contract and have Brandon Marsh batting every day in place of JD Martinez. So we'll go ahead and go on to next week. I'm probably going to stop at the All-Star break. Just kind of figure things out. Yeah. It's looking really good. Kikui's pitching into his own. I mean, look at all of these ratings. It's fantastic that we're finally getting all the way into these things. And I think I'm just going to simulate. We're already at 71 wins. I think we pretty much cut the league in the bag. Really excited that this season is going how I pictured it. So I'm excited. I am very excited. So I think we're going to see if we have whatchamacallits, All-Stars now, which Mike Trout, Jose Altuve, Kamimura, Lance McCullers. Yep, All-Star teams are going to be announced, so let's go ahead and just click that. And let's go and see who all made the All-Star team. So looking at it, it is Zach Eflin, Steven Gonsalves, Teji Kamimura. So fantastic. The Shadows made his appearance. Corey Kluber, Lance McCullers, that's our second pitcher. Shohei Ohtani, that's our third pitcher. James Paxton, that is our fourth pitcher and fourth player. Chris Sale, Adam Simber, Craig Kimbrell, that's our fifth player. Tim Maiza, Jose Alvarado, Dellin Betances, sixth player. Colton Brewer, Tanner Scott, Williams Astudillo, Salvador Perez, Gary Sanchez, Matt Olson, Jose Altuve, that's our seventh player. Rougned Odor, Colton Wong, Alex Bregman, Jose Ramirez, Francisco Lindor, Taylor Walls, that is our eighth player. Andrew Benintendi, Eloy Jimenez, JD Martinez, 9. Kristen Stewart, Byron Buxton, Starling Marte, Mike Trout, that is number 10, and Mookie Betts. So again, Nomar Mazara is being ousted, essentially. So looking at it right now, we are by far, high and away, the best team in Major League Baseball. Looking at it right now, Jose Altuve is leading for batting average. Home runs, Mike Trout's in second place. Runs batted in, Mike Trout and JD Martinez are in first and second. Earned run average, Julio Urias is in first with Lance McCullers in second. Wins, we don't have anyone on the wins list. Strikeouts, Lance McCullers and TG Kamimura, the Shadow himself, is in third. So with batting leaders, it is us in first with runs scored, over 100 runs scored, and then second place. Batting average is us. And then in second place, 30 home runs behind the Yankees, or actually I want to say about 57 home runs behind the Yankees, is us. Runs against, we're first. Defensive efficiency, we're not quite there yet. Starters ERA, we are in first place by a whole lot. We are looking very good. Honestly, kind of curious to see milestones. Miguel Cabrera is only 64 hits away from his 3,000th hit. Jose Altuve is 50 away from his 2,000th hit, which, considering we're halfway through the season, and he already has 137, I think 50 is going to be easy for him to get. So he's going to have his 2,000th hit sometime this year. Who else is here? Trying to see if anyone's on the Los Angeles Angels. for milestones. JD Martinez is 137 away, so next year he'll hit 1,500 hits. Miguel Cabrera 7 away from 500 home runs. I'd love to see him hit that. Let's look. JD Martinez is 27 away from 300 home runs, so potentially could get it this year, but most likely next year. Let's see who else we have here. Who else? 1,000 RBIs. Mike Trout's 15 away. He's going to get that this year. What else? 3,000. Wow, there's people way up there. Craig Kimbrell's 19 saves away. I don't know if he's going to get that milestone. And David Robertson is 26 saves away. I don't know if he's going to get that milestone either. That might be a couple seasons later. But with that, I think that's going to be it for us for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions about the series, please feel free to let me know. If you have any inquiries, let me know in the comments down below. I love talking to you guys in the comments, so feel free to continue to be active down there. I'm really excited to continue to get this series going. I'm excited to see that all of our players are doing fantastic. This is going to be our year to win Mike Trout a ring, so let's hope we can do that. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.